What's up, family? Before I get in that, I gotta post one more video to show you this shit gotta stop. And like I said before my last video, this is why I always carry a gun. This is why I always carry a gun at all fucking times here because they have my permit to carry it. I'm legally permitted to carry one, and I do it at all fucking times. This guy would put here, I just gonna show you this shit gotta come to an end because you walk in the white folks area because you're black. They don't think you can afford to stay there and want to know what you're doing here. Where you're walking in my area. Do you live here? But if some person white walking in the black area and some black kids asking people to live there, you'll get about 15 cops coming there to assist the white guy in the area. But a black kid here walking in the white folks area, they want to know, do you live over here? What are you doing over here? Folks, watch the video. Like I tell you before, that's why I always carry. Because if they fuck with me, motherfuckers, they ain't here. No. Coming to an end quickly. I'm not advocating violence, but don't bring that shit towards me and my family. I ain't playing that bullshit. Hang on, folks.
Well, that is now being investigated. We have an update. Let me remind you of the video. Here it is.
What's going on, buddy?
Nigga, brother. Team out here.
Obviously, you know,
Visiting a friend. So if you get there, walking around my house. See, you've been past my house 4 times. I don't know you. I've never seen you before, and you're walking past my house over and over again. So if you live here or you have a friend visiting here, that's fine. I'm not in front of your house. You're in my house. You're actually following me.
we just asking a question. You live out here?
I'm part of the neighborhood.
You're part of the neighborhood? Does that mean you live here? It's simple.
Like, bro, what?
Put up the picture for a mass here. What's going on, buddy? That is not a friendly what's going on, buddy. All right. We all know that. In an update, after a mother posted a viral video of her son being stalked by a group of men, Florida authorities have announced they are now looking into the incident. If you recall, one of the men said he clearly doesn't belong here. He clearly doesn't live here. Clearly. Whitney Portella posted the clips on Facebook and TikTok that show her 18-year-old son walking through a residential community in Sarasota with 4 older white men tailing him and harassing him about where he lives. Right after Hurricane Milton swept through the city, she said there was no power and very little cell service in their home. So her son went outside to call his girlfriend and go for a walk through his own neighborhood. The team began recording himself as 4 white men who appear to also live in the same neighborhood start to stalk him. Now, remember I said yesterday, this is akin to saying, where's your freedom papers? Shows you belong here. What's your address? Let's check it out. There's more. On Facebook, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, they have now opined. They have a post, and they said they are aware of the video circulating on various social media platforms of an incident that occurred in the Sky Ranch neighborhood on Thursday, October 10th. Quote, detectives have been assigned and are actively locating and interviewing witnesses in what appears to be an altercation involving neighbors and a male subject who was recording himself as he was walking, the post ends. The agency requests anyone with any information about the incident to call the office or its investigations bureau. The president of the Sarasota branch of the NAACP told the Sarasota Herald Tribune that the organization is working alongside the sheriff's office and with the teen's family. Let's put them up. NAACP President Trevor Harvey said, quote, when the video came across his desk, it was very disturbing. It's disturbing that this year we continue to battle these types of issues with young men of color. It's sad that we can't even walk in our neighborhood and not be harassed by someone who doesn't look like us because they don't think we belong to it. It is clear. It is a clear representation of what's happening in our country. Mr. Harvey continued, it speaks to the climate we are in. It's disheartening that we are still dealing with these types of issues, I was immediately concerned because it made me think of Ahmaud Arbery. And we don't want a tragedy like this in our community. These men need to be held accountable. Very well said. And if you remember the tragedy of Ahmaud Arbery down in deep South Georgia, he too, according to the white males who decided to chase him down and kill him, did not belong. You see, it's nothing illegal about walking. It's nothing illegal about jogging in a neighborhood that may not look like you. You see, imagine if this happened the other way around. Imagine if there's a young teenage white male walking through a black community and 4 black men start to harass him. This would be a different situation, would it not?
Yes,
see,
it would be.
The contextualization lands differently in the minds of those who see this because of one factor, race. Mr. Mayor, thoughts here?
Yeah, I want to point out a few things. What's the traffic violation? Just hopping out your car, leaving your car in the middle of the road with the door open. You see one guy hops out the car, one guy comes up on a bicycle, and one guy walked up on him. They were coming on all modes of transportation to address the blackness of this man's skin. Because how dare you have black skin and be in the same neighborhood as me? We talk about Ahmaud Arbery. It was a very similar situation. All I could think about when I first saw this video was this kid was one soda can and one pack of Skittles away from being Trayvon and Trayvon. And I'm nervous seeing this brother having a hoodie, dark skin, and it's that simple. One of those white men touch him, all of them going to touch him. That's what this idea, and they were already starting their cover up. One of them told a lie, said, "You walking around my house." The kid said, "I ain't been around your house." He said, "Well, you walked past my house a couple times." You get the police who walk on the sidewalk or in the street. I don't, where does this gall come from? The audacity of you to lie. You're already prepping yourself, the defense mechanism. He walked past my house. Another one told a lie and said the kid said or did something to his wife, and the kid did none of that. This is the nastiness of whiteness. You would be afraid of black people, whether we're innocent or not. You're afraid of black people when they sleep in the bed, Breonna Taylor. You're afraid of black people when they're babies. Tamir Rice playing with a toy on the ground. But white people that will shoot up schools can get stopped, or churches can get stopped by a burger joint to get a burger before they get turned in.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Or 3 white males can beat up a black cop and just be apprehended appropriately, all constitutional rights intact and booked.
All I can say, family, be aware, prepare yourself, protect yourself all the time, because don't take a knife to a gunfight. Not gonna work. For me, like I said before, I don't advocate violence, but don't bring that shit towards me. Nope. It's not the fucking time, or the fucking year, or the fucking place. Those slavery days are done. Fuck that shit. We ain't got time for that no more. Nope. Until then, folks, be loving and kind and caring, humble, respectful, and protect your family at all times. I'm going to share the videos, thumbs up, leave a comment. Peace out. Remember, that's separation. This togetherness, that's divided we fall, together we stand. So I'm saying there's no peace. That's separation. This is togetherness. This is a peace sign. Together we stand, divided we fall. We're going to stay together. I'm out of here. Peace out. Lots of love.